Hey everybody, so one of the number one questions I get is how to make a roast chicken, and to me this is like one of the staple items that you need to have in like your arsenal. It's a great date night meal. You can make it for yourself and it'll last all week, and it's just something that's like really simple, but I think people get intimidated because it's a whole bird, and you actually save a ton of money if you buy the whole thing like this versus having a butcher like chop up just the breast or the legs or what have you, and you just get a lot more bang for your buck. So I'm going to show you a super simple recipe, and you can make it your own, add different vegetables, different herbs, different seasonings, but this is just kind of like your baseline. We're gonna start with some carrots. So basically you wanna put all of your veg in the bottom of your roasting pan. So if you get crazy carrots like this that are like insanely long and you're not gonna use them right away, you wanna make sure that you cut off the greens, because this is actually gonna take a lot of the moisture out of the carrot and you're gonna have like a dry, sad situation. And no one wants that. So we're gonna just chop these off. Move this to the side. And these are like a little funky looking. They're like heirloom carrots, but they're really good because they all have like a different flavor. So these ones are a little bit more sweet. I don't really know if I've had the yellow, but the white is a lot more like earthy. So we're just doing like a really rough chop. I think roasted chicken's like the prettiest when it's rustic. It's not one of those things that's supposed to be super pristine. So just toss those about. Next we will do some onion. So just cut that. You actually want to leave this hairy part on. It makes it less likely to make you cry, but there's still a good chance that I'm going to, because I have really bad luck with these. And you just peel this back. And you want to look for like healthy, good skin. So like usually this very top layer is like thick and you don't want that, so you just pull it back. And sometimes you need to take off more, and that's fine. And again, we're doing like really big chops. You want everything kind of the same size so it cooks at the same time and temperature, and you don't like have burnt carrots or burnt onions if like one's way smaller than the other. So I'm just gonna do nice big chops. Woo, already feel it a little bit. You can freeze these if you'd like, and that's supposed to also help with the sulfuric acid. You might want to fact check that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, and then that's what makes you cry. So you can test that out if you'd like. We are also gonna do some fennel, and you can save like the tops of this, put it in a salad if you want, but we're only gonna use the bulb. And I washed everything before, so I don't want any comments of like, you didn't wash anything. Okay, so we're just gonna cut this little butt off, and then just, again, we want everything kind of the same size. That's super important. Man, I still feel that onion. Okay, so leeks come looking like a very like thick green and white tube. So when you prep them, you want to make sure that you just cut them into circles and then soak them in water, because they actually have a lot of like mud and sand in them. That's the only way to clean them. So you just kind of let them hang out in a bunch of water for about like 10-15 minutes, strain it, and then they're clean. So this is about 1 leek. Just toss that in. So this is the fun part. So super important. I'm really annoying about this. You have to get a happy chicken, otherwise it's not gonna taste as good. I believe in eating meat. I think it's very important. I think that everything has a purpose. You do want a happy chicken, which is an organic chicken that's pasture raised. It has a lot more nutrients, it tastes a lot better, it's more environmentally friendly, yada, yada, yada. Also, 100% air chilled is very important. A lot of people, after they process the bird, they stick it in a bunch of water and then store it that way, so you get this really watered down, diluted bird, and it's kind of gross. Pat it dry, because that gives you a crispier bird. So you want to pat the outside, in between the legs, the underneath, and the inside. So sometimes you'll get this like little package, and that's going to be the neck and the innards. Those are loaded with vitamins and minerals, and you can make a stock with them. You could chop them up and put them into rice and do like a dirty jambalaya. No one would know. They'd think it's sausage, and it's super healthy. I do it all the time. Okay, so we have melted butter. So a lot of people will use either olive oil or nothing at all, and then that's not going to give you like that like really pretty brown skin that everyone wants, like that magazine cover chicken. So we're gonna talk salt really quick. This is super important. I only use Diamond Crystal, and this is like, it has like the perfect feel. It like coats everything really nice. It's not crazy salty. So you can do a little bit more than if you were to do like Morton's, for example, and really generously salt this baby. And again, this has about half the salinity of the salt that you might be using, so don't like think I'm going crazy. It's actually the perfect amount. So after we salt, we're gonna pepper. So this is Lamb's favorite part. We have to stuff the butt. So all you do is you cut off the top third, I would say, of some garlic. And you can actually just shove this whole baby in like this. Like, don't waste your time trying to peel it or do anything crazy. And then we're just gonna put about half of a lemon in. This is a monster lemon, so I'm doing a little bit less. We'll stick a little rosemary in there. You could do parsley, you could do thyme, you could do sage, whatever you're really feeling. So, little aromatics in there. So next we are going to just do a little drizzle of olive oil onto the veg. I'm gonna take more of the salt, and even though this is the chicken salt, it's fine. It's gonna bake at 425 for like an hour and a half, so any germs are gonna get killed, plus you're putting a raw chicken on it anyways, so don't panic. Salt, some pepper, and then you literally just put the bird on top, and you put it in 425 for about an hour and a half. And then you're gonna wanna take it out and let it cool with like an aluminum tin on it for about like 20-30 minutes max. So, oh, and then quick tip, because I know a bunch of you are probably freaking out because I touched the chicken and I touched this and I know how you guys work. I'm gonna wipe this down, and then one of my like #1 tricks in the kitchen, especially when working with like poultry or pork, is I have a thing of grape seed extract that you dilute with water, and this kills like virtually everything. And it's all natural and it actually works, so everything will be sanitized, don't you worry. So let's move this little baby to the oven.